The Boston build. I am finally getting back to YouTube, and I'm going to be starting a series about my build to the Boston Marathon. If you guys do not know, they just recently decreased the qualifying time for the Boston Marathon. I have a 2:52 marathon, so I'm hoping to make the cut, which we'll find out here in a couple weeks. But either way, we are starting a YouTube series where I will take you through my journey of training to try to do a 2:45 at the Boston Marathon in this upcoming April. In this series, what I'm going to show you is my life as a doctor, my life as a husband, a dad, how I combine strength training with the cardiovascular activity that I do for marathon training, my full marathon training plan, and the races I have leading up to the Boston Marathon. The race schedule currently set is I have a marathon November 2nd, which is in Salina, Kansas. I have the 70.3 Ironman World Championships in December in New Zealand. I have the Disney Marathon in January, and then it'll be the Boston Marathon in April. So we have a very big race schedule, but I'm gonna be taking you guys through every step along the way and share with you guys my journey of being a doctor, dad, husband, and an athlete trying to reach my fitness goals. So as you guys could tell from the clips from the beginning of the video, today has been busy. So I'm working the night shift currently at a pediatric hospital. I'm a pediatric hospitalist. And so my shift starts at 4 p.m. So this morning, woke up, got my kiddos ready for school. And then after that, I did my training for the day. So I did heavy legs, which you guys saw the clips of, which I'll talk about more in detail about. And then I also did speed work after hitting heavy legs. The speed work session for today was a 2-mile warm-up, and then I had 10 by 800 meters at a fast pace with a 3-minute recovery and then a 2-mile cool down. So the 800s I was trying to hit at about a 5:27 per mile pace, and thankfully I hit just about all of them. The last two were a little bit slow. And then I made my way up to Boston, which is a long commute from my house, and I met up with one of my mentees. I am a resident coach, so I coached some of the residents, and we went on a short 3-mile jog, and then we went over their individual learning plan, which is just kind of like their plan throughout their residency and how I might be able to help coach them along their journey and help them reach their goals throughout residency. And then now I have a couple hours before my shift starts at 4, and I'm obviously making some content now, and we'll make some more content and get to some emails and some other things that I have to do. The night shift I will not be able to film during, but it is a shift from 4 p.m. and then it goes all the way till 7:30 a.m. and I sign out at 7:30. And then I'm off tomorrow and I'll be back on camera for you guys, but then I have another night shift tomorrow night which will start at 4 p.m. So as a pediatric hospitalist, I work in a step down from the ICU, so some pretty sick kiddos. And right now the virus season is picking up, so we are seeing a lot of things from RSV, rhinovirus, human metapneumovirus, para-influenza, lots of different viruses. So very important that we are keeping our kiddos safe, which means that we are practicing social distancing from people who are sick, practicing good hand hygiene, that if you go out in public places, wear a mask, and if you know anybody who's sick, just try to stay away from them. So do the best we can to prevent them, and then obviously stay up to date with the recommended vaccinations depending on your kiddo's age. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get into the hospital and then I will be back after my shift and give you guys a recap of how the shift went. The Boston build starts today. We will be doing weekly videos. YouTube, I promise, getting back to it, it starts now. So my 16-hour shift at the hospital is done. I just got done filming some content. And so my night, how was it? I will say viral season is upon us. We are seeing a lot of viral infections and children getting admitted with bronchiolitis, viral pneumonia, asthma exacerbations, all likely from viruses. So as I said before my shift, virus season is upon us. We need to make sure that we are doing the best we can to prevent our kiddos from getting the viruses. So now that my shift is over, I have some meetings coming up. My goal right now is to get a quick workout in and then get back for 11 o'clock before. The thing I have is my 6-month evaluation with my boss. So hopefully I'll get some good news about how I've been performing and how this year is going with me being an attending physician. I think having these evaluations are so important because it's imperative that we continue to improve and not kind of just get in a rut and get into a groove of things, but we continue to try to be the best we can as a doctor, but also working at an academic center as an educator so that we are helping the medical students and the residents to also become the best that they can. So I think getting constant or recurrent evaluations is so important to help with our overall growth as a physician. All right, let's go get these workouts in. I'm now back from the meeting. Thankfully, the meeting went very well. We kind of talked about my goals in medicine and what I want to do in the future. And my long-term goals in medicine is really to be a program director of a residency one day. And so those are some of the things we talked about and all the other things that I'm currently involved in with my current workplace. So now I figured it would be a good time that we go through my training schedule for the next few weeks. So I'm going to pull it up right here on Training Peaks and we'll just kind of go through it together. So today you guys already saw the workout, so let's pull this up. So I have a coach. My coach kind of puts all of my training plan into Training Peaks, and then I literally just have to look at it on the day and I'll know what I'm doing. I do my strength training regimen myself, but he helps me with everything else from all the cardiovascular stuff, marathon training, Ironman training, and things of that nature. So let's look at the next week and a half that he has programmed for me so far in Training Peaks. All right, so you guys could see Training Peaks here. We'll go to tomorrow. Whoops, we'll go to tomorrow. Hold on, there we go. So tomorrow, it looks like we have a tempo session. So usually Tuesdays are track work and then Thursdays will be a tempo session. So tomorrow I'll have 3 sessions of 14 minutes at a fast pace, 6:40 per mile, and then 3 minutes easy. And that's a little slower than my goal marathon pace. My goal marathon pace will be around a 6:28. All right, and then so if we go on to Friday, it looks like it'll just be an 8-minute, an 8-mile run at 30 seconds slower than race pace. Saturday is a long run at 14 miles at an easy pace. Sunday, just an optional recovery run. Looks like Monday, oh gosh, somehow, what did I do? Guys, somehow I just screwed everything up. All right. Restarting this. Okay, so let's look here at Training Peaks. Sorry guys. So today I did the 3 miles. So tomorrow again is that tempo session that I talked about. It'll be right about 10 miles. Friday session I have a long run of 14 miles. Saturday it looks like I have an optional 3-mile run, and Sunday I'm off. These are because I'm working both of those days. And then you guys already heard this stuff because this was the week that I accidentally did. But Monday, a short, easy run. Tuesday, let's see what the track day, and we'll be doing 1200s. So this is going to be a spicy session. I'll be doing 6 1200s at a 5:27 per mile pace. So that one's gonna be pretty brutal for sure. Then we have Wednesday, it looks like a short run, and then Thursday, we already went through the rest of these, so I'm not going to go back through them. But yeah, so that's the next 2 weeks of training, and then the strength training stuff I'll be doing on my own, but I pretty much follow a upper-lower split, mixing strength training with hypertrophy training. So that's it. So guys, this is episode 1 of the Boston build. I think I'm gonna leave us here as I'm gonna go take a nap before my night shift starts in about 3 hours. So gonna go get some shut-eye. Before I go, I want you guys to know that you are wonderfully and beautifully created and that you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine. I hope you guys reach all of your goals and that you do everything you can to reach them. This is episode 1 of the Boston build. Let's get back to YouTube. Let's go.